Hello guys, how's everybody going? Today I'm going to talk about views, because in design, right, we have a lot of analysis in terms of views, right? Our analysis usually it's most made by intuition. Okay, you just draw a couple of arrows and that's it. I don't think this is really serious analysis field. It should be some way to calculate it, and it's more scientific way to handle this. So what I did today is I create a definition. Just for example, let's say all this are just houses, right? And this house will block the views, things like that. Okay, let's say this view blockers, or in this trail, right? This was a trail, right? I just randomly give the trail a couple you see here, you see these points, right? I randomly give them the points. Okay, if there's a guy that's working here, right, they will stop here. Okay, and I see here as the destination. Okay, so the people just in this point, they just view, around. Okay, and just view. But in here, since this is like barriers, right, so they cannot view this. But here, they can definitely view it out. Okay, the same thing with here, right? It cannot view, but they may view out. Okay, so this was the idea. And then once I have all these destinations, I just assume this was the experience of where over the site. Okay, and then what I did is I use ISOVist, which is a really cool way to create the lines, view lines, obstacles, things like that. And you will see it here. In the end, you will find out all these lines. Okay, so see here, all the views. You see here, all the views start from the points, and then they will just go out. But when they meet the building or the barrier, then they will stop. So basically, this was the idea, and I set up the view, it was 200 meters, which is usually how far you can see clearly. Okay, so the lines looks messy, but they should have some internal structures. For example, like here, right? If it's 200, maybe that's 200, so they cannot see places in here, right? They can just see these places. So they should have some dynamics. Then I calculated. I just trying to find out some internal structures of this view lines. First thing I calculated is the distance. What this do was, it's really simple. It just was a way that that illustrates the distance of, for example, these points, right? If you view out, right, from all directions, right, and they will sum up all in every direction how far you can see. Okay, for example, in here, see here is all dark green, which means they cannot see that far because most of the direction the view direction they had is blocked. Okay, but like these reds, right, because I leave all this open so you can see really far down here. Okay, there's some these areas blocked, but not that far. So you can see here this area, so this area is blocked, this area is blocked, and there's some good open views here, some good open views here. So which give you a experience of when you're working on the trail. Okay, so this is about the viewing distance. And then the other thing I did was I create a grid in here. I create a grid. So basically what I do is I will try to find out in this land, all these lands. Let me show you down here. In all these lands, right? This is when you work on the trail. When you work on this trail, right? When you work on this trail, you will not see all these dots actually different. For example, these points, right? I may not even can see these dots, right? But here, I may can only see it from here, okay? But places like, for example, here, I can see it from, for example, I can see it from here, right? I can see it from here, right? I can see just so in most of the parts, like all these trails, all the parts, like 50% of the trails, when you work on the trails, you can see this area, okay? You will be able to see that, okay? So that's the idea. What's the possibility here can be seen, okay? You can it's accessible visually, okay? So what I did is really simple. I just pull up the view lines, right? So this is the view lines, right? So and then I want the view lines and my dots intersect with each other. One dot means somewhere in the trail, somewhere you can see this here, okay? It's just like, because all these lines are view lines, right? You can see it from somewhere, okay? So that's the idea. So then I should be able to count in each dots how many this intersection points I have. So if there's more intersection points, which means it's highly accessible to people to be seen, okay? It's visually the visual importance is pretty high, okay? If you want to add some signage or something or some landmark, that's good places to do. So what I did is I count them and represent them with colors. Okay, so then in the end, this was my result. Let me hide this. So you can find out during the trail, all the trail places have higher value, have higher exposure. That's for sure, because you're walking on the trail, you will see them, right? You'll see the trail, but interesting thing is this area are more visually exposed than all other area. So if you want to build a landmark, here is a really good way, okay? Even in the small sections, so for example in this small section, you can see here, you can see all this area are not like visually accessible. Here not that visually accessible, but somewhere here really visually accessible. The same also here, okay? So that's the idea, okay? I feel like it can give you really a lot of good information in terms of views. It can help you arrange your programs, land use. So hope you like it. I will see you next time.